What's up, you guys? Kiersey Snyder here with Daniel Kump. We are ready to rock for the 24th of October. It is 8 p.m. Eastern. We are recording and you're on the replay. So be sure to put replay in the comments below this video if you catch this on our YouTube playlist later on. Remember, you can bookmark teachabletuesdayreplays.com and catch any of the replays at any time at your disposal. That is what we do as a team. We want to give back in tremendous ways, and I'm sure you do too. So make sure to not hoard it for yourself, but also make sure that your team clues themselves in to this training as well tonight. Now, and we're going to let everyone in, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. Thanks for popping on the replay.
Yeah, buddy. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to send out one more push notification here too. Just kind of let everybody know.
Make sure
What's
you
up,
all
guys?
are on
Welcome.
mute when you hop on.
Yeah. Yep, there we go. There we go.
Thank
What's
you guys
up,
for being on
guys?
mute. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
That way those on the replay don't have any background noise and all that good stuff. All right. Drop me a comment where you guys are tuning in from. We got Sim. We got Cindy. Love it. What's up, Evelyn? How are you? Roy, Bert, Carl. Love it. Keep it coming in, you guys. Joel, good to see you. Okay. So first and foremost, if you are here brand new as of within 30 days, drop the number 30 for me. Drop the word 30 for me if you are brand new. All right. Lots of 30s coming in. Tiffany, Chastity, Carl, Peter, Mitch. Let's see. Robert, Demetrius, Ron, Tracy, Tim, Evie. Oh, where'd it go? Too many coming in. Okay. Have you done things inside of the Fast Start Guide yet? Yes or no? Just drop a yes, drop a no. Tim has. Awesome. Tiffany, Robert, Tracy, good. Deneen, good to see ya. Ron, good. Candace, awesome. Okay. The Fast Start Guide is where the rubber meets the road. That is when you're actually taking initiative to do the things to get commission. If you're sitting and fiddle farting around and wondering, oh, I'm showing up to these things, I don't know what the freak I'm doing. Well, yeah, it's because you've not done anything. So keyword here right now is make sure that you're actually doing the things that we discuss. Make sure that you're actually participating in the action step of what you learn. That way you can actually go get the income you deserve. Okay. Quick question before we dive in. Just give me a number. Give me something that's real for you. Don't say $1 billion. Yeah, you and everyone else. How much do you want to make from now to the end of the year? Drop me a comment. What's your number? And what are you actually willing to do to get to that number? Because if you say $70,000 from now to the end of the year, you can do that. We have people on the team who are doing that. Are you willing to do that? Or would you rather just talk about it? Right? Okay, so we've got 3,000, 10,000, 4,000, 5,000. Let's see, what else? $8,666. Love it, Tim. 5,000, 15,000. Okay, cool. Keep it coming in, you guys. Don't be afraid. Be bold.
Just a tip too, guys. Like if you guys are going to type it in, what you should be doing as well, and this is even much more important, is hopefully you guys, every single live training that we do, whether it be a Mindset Monday, a Focus Friday, Teachable Tuesday, you guys should always have a notebook and pen handy. And Jim Rohn says this all the time. Learn to think on paper. Learn to think on paper. Why is that important? Because when you write things down, you record it to memory more. And when you get to write it down, you get to look at it every day. So if you guys, some of you guys commented 10,000, 10,000, 50,000. If you guys realistically want to earn $10,000 between now and December 31st, which is what, a short 2.5 months from now, actually less than that. That's a lot of work. It can be done. It has been done multiple times on our team, but you're going to be more likely to accomplish it if you write it down.
And if you actually remind yourself about it every single day, because you can show up to something like this and say, oh yeah, 10 grand. Yeah. You and everyone else, right? If I walked up to you at the store and I said, hey, Willard, here's an extra 10 grand, you'd be like, thank you. Deneen, you wouldn't even hesitate. Anyone would want the extra money, but are you willing to do what it takes to get there? Right? Are you willing to do what it takes to get there? Just like we talked about on Mindset Monday yesterday, the persistence idea. That's what my husband talked about for like 20 minutes with you guys, right? Persistence. You move forward. You have your eye on the goal. You stay steady to one course despite obstacles. So you get to check in with yourself every single day. When you write that goal down, does it ring true for you? Does it ring true so much that you then put into action the things that you know and you actually go do them rather than just knowledge is power, but the application of the knowledge being power? Make sense? Drop me the word makes sense if you feel me. Okay. Now, what we're going to talk about tonight is in reflection to what we talked about a couple Teachable Tuesdays ago, where we dove into a new formula from Alex Hormozi, his book, 100 Million Leads. Awesome, awesome book. Not everything inside that book is going to be directly applicable to your business. But if you take the concepts of what we talked about from his book a couple Teachable Tuesdays ago, which you can find at teachabletuesdayreplays.com, you'll be able to expand on what we talk about tonight. Also, be able, or shall I challenge you guys to stay to the very end of this video, even if you're on the replay later on beyond the 24th of October, because when you stay to the end, we're going to give you a few, shall we say, spicy pieces of content for you guys to clone and replicate. Meaning all the guesswork, oh, what do I say? How do I do it? Is taken out and we're gifting it to you tonight. So be sure to stay to the end. Be attentive. Don't just hop off and be like, oh, that was great. And then you don't do anything. Make sure you actually apply what we're going to give you and what we're teaching. Deal? Put deal in the chat if you feel me.
You know, I'm super excited about tonight because one of the most common questions that we get probably over like the last 2 years, and I don't know why I don't know, maybe Kirsty, you have this answer. I don't, but I don't know why it's taken us kind of this long to come up with really like this topic, because we always have people ask us like, how can I talk about income? How can I talk about money if I haven't made any? And we've always tackled that question is like, you basically just, if one of us, like, let's say you're cloning one of our videos and I say, hey, so far this week I've made, $2,700, whatever it is. Like you could just bend and shape and tweak it, or you could take the 2,700 out, or you edify somebody else and say, hey, we got people on our team that are making $2,700 in a week. You can take anyone's piece of content and bend it and shape it and tweak it and make it your own. So first and foremost, don't ever feel like if somebody says one thing in a video, oh, there's no way I could do that. Well, then you'd be right. Because then you're just going to let that be the answer. You're going to affirm it by being like, oh, I can't do that. Well, you're right. Congrats. Or you could just take it and shape it and tweak it and bend it and make it your own, which is, I learned that lesson 7 years ago when I first got started, But what we're going to give you tonight, I'm really, really excited about, because we're actually going to give you the content. We're going to give you the wording. We're going to give you the videos. We're going to give you literally multiple different examples and ways that you can talk about money without having to show money, without having to state dollar amounts. This is the solution to what if I haven't made any sales yet? Like, so if that's you, if that's where you're coming from, if that's what your thought process is, this is your training tonight. Or maybe you're like, hey, I can talk about income. I'm not shy talking about income. That's cool. But this will give you a different vantage point, a different way to look at it and be like, man, I never thought of that before. So that's what tonight is all about, is showing you great ways that you can show not only just talking about income, but proof. We're going to show you ways that you can talk about proof that this works, like undeniable proof of what we have here at the Funnel Team and what Savings Highway, that it works. And now you could take that and you can show it to the world, which is really, really cool.
Yep. Especially because it's giving proof without you feeling like you're an imposter, right? Some of you guys, you know who you are. You're guilty of, I'm going to lie on my video. I made $100 today. No, you didn't. And people can smell that BS a mile away. When you say, Deneen made $100 today, Abby started back in May and she's already made 5 figures. if you edify someone else, it allows you to posture up. It allows you to give proof because it's not about you. It's not about you at all, actually. When someone asks you, because you guys have had messages like this, I know. Well, how much have you made? Some of you guys will message me, or you'll try in the training somewhere and be like, "Oh, I don't know what to say." So answer the question and move on. You don't have to overthink it. When someone's asking you how much you've made, when they're saying, "Well, how long have you been in it? Well, how many souls do you have?" It has everything to do with their perception of what's capable for them, has nothing to do with you. In fact, the people, like I started with Daniel, for example, he was only a month into this. And I actually told him no a couple times before I even got into this team. And then what we do now was born because we put our heads together, because I decided to be open. Had I asked him, and I did at one point ask him, "Well, how much have you made?" Had I let that answer determine if I was going to succeed or not, I mean, regardless of what the answer was, it's a reflection of me and my thought process, my capability. Do you guys want an answer? When someone asks you in a direct message, on a comment or whatever, "Well, how much have you made?" What do you guys want to say? Do you guys know what to say? Because I have an answer for you. And I'm happy to say it if you guys want the secret sauce to an answer. But you got to tell me if you want the answer. It's fine. I'll wait. Yep, please answer. Okay, now they all come in. So this is the best answer. This is 100% the best answer. I hope you guys are writing notes. When someone asks you in a direct message, in a comment, in, a phone call, however you're marketing right now using our system. Yeah, Martha, it's a great thing to say back. How much do you want to make? But to solidify an answer for them, something that you can say is, I work with people who make $2,000 to $2,200 a day. How much do you want to make? Because you answer the question. You don't say it's about you, because it's not about you. I don't care if you even are making $5,000 a week with this. I care that you make it about them. Why? Because it is about them. They're asking that not because of you. They're asking that based on their own prediction for themselves. Does that make sense? So best answer, we have people making anywhere between $2,000 to $2,200 a day. How much do you want to make? Just like Martha said, you put it right back to them, because that's really what they're trying to get to. What's possible for me? Well, free, $2,200 a day. Do the math on that, you guys. That's over $60,000 a month. That's what people take home annually, which means their prediction of what's possible. Well, freak, I only want to make an extra $500 a month, $500 a week, $500, whatever. And then you tell them that it's possible to make $2,200 a day because of the funnel team. You toss it right back to them. Well, how much do you want to make, Demetrius? How much would, 500 mean for you, Pete? David, tell me, how much do you want to make? Well, let's see if we can make that happen. Have you seen my business overview yet? No, you haven't? Okay, cool. Let me know when you want to watch it, and we'll see if it's a good fit for you to make the extra $500 a month or whatever they say. Okay. Hope you guys wrote that down. Some of you guys
that was
have the
was nuggets right there.
hesitation. Go ahead. Sorry.
I said that was some nuggets right there.
Yeah, nuggets. Thanks for popping. Bye. Bye now. I hope you guys are taking notes, because some of you have the idea, the assumption that no one will take you seriously if you haven't made X amount of sales, you haven't made X amount of dollars. That's not at all true. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the picture you can paint for them. So in the cloning videos, in mimicking videos that work, don't overthink it. They work because they are following a formula. Nowhere in our videos do we ever say, even if we've shown proof, which we kind of are getting away from anyway, right? Even if we've shown proof, I've made, $320 today. Oh, see the 24th, and we show proof. First of all, you don't have to show that. Second, it's not about that. That's not the hook. It's painting a picture for them for what's possible. And what we're going to give you right now in a nice document, so you have reference later, all that good stuff, hyperlinks to what to clone. You're welcome. Here's a gift. All of that is all based on the picture you paint. Does that make sense, you guys? So if you could say in your video, how would an extra $50 a day help you out? That's a hook. That's another $1,500 every single month extra for you. Do you want in? That's a buildup. The value is What did we talk about a couple weeks ago on Teachable Tuesday? Without what, guys? Starts with an S. Without what? Hey, you can have this. You could have this. I'm going to help you because without, what's the S word? What? Sacrifice. Without forfeiting time from your kids, without taking away from your job, without having to commute, without having to show up to dumb this and that, right? You give a sacrifice for the hesitation they have without having to purchase a course. By golly, people are pissed about that kind of stuff. I'm going to give it to you for free instead. Drop me a comment if you want in, right? Remember the sacrifice part. Remember I have a solution for you. I know you can do it because I have proof, and you're not going to have to sacrifice time from your kids. You can do it right from your phone. You do not have to have fancy equipment like a computer. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to upsell you into an ebook or a course, right? Does that make sense so far, you guys? Draw me the word yes if you feel me. Okay, good. Remember the sacrifice part. We talked about it on Teachable Tuesday a couple weeks ago. That is part of the formula that I hope you guys are including in your short form videos. Hey, I have a solution. I know a pain that you're experiencing, making more money, hating your job, not contributing financially, feeling like you don't have an identity as a mom. Look, there's something that you can have here without sacrificing time from your kids, without prior experience. Yes, with an app from your phone that I'll give you for free. I'm literally spatting off short form videos right now. Does that make sense, you guys? Just making sure you guys understand what I'm putting out here. Okay, good. Awesome. Put a pin for a second. Any questions on anything that I've just said so far pertaining to what I've said so far? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Well, I mean, put it in the chat.
How many of you guys are actually writing notes down? If so, show us your notebook. How many of you guys are actually writing stuff down? Because Kirsty's already dropped about 100 nuggets so far as like hooks and one-liners that you guys should be writing down. So we move fast here, so that's why it's always good to be taking notes. So, all right, cool.
Yep.
I say we share our document here and show you guys what we're actually going to give you guys today. Writing stuff down like mad. Awesome. So plain and simple, guys, we are giving you what is our 4-point formula. It's right here on the page. Hook, build up, present value, call to action. Okay. Every single short form video that you do, it should be right in here. So we've done this before. We've done this multiple times. And I want this to really sink in. Like, we're literally giving away the keys to the castle. Guys, make sure your mics are muted, please. We're literally giving.
Oh, I just muted you.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. I know you're trying to mute everybody.
I know it did the wrong thing. Go ahead.
So on this document, we have mix and match phrases for different styles of hooks, different styles of buildups, different styles of presenting value, different styles of calls to action. What I want to do is I want to basically walk you through live a sample of what we're talking about. And I kind of already did this in previous Focus Fridays, previous Teachable Tuesdays, but tonight is getting real because now we're literally just giving you not only the formula, but giving you guys the document too. And what we also have for you guys here, Kirsty, scroll down on the bottom of the screen, show them the folder. We went ahead and we created, so not just me, but we had a lot of participation from other people as well, like Kylie and Abby, who have also created very similar pieces of content, very similar videos. And all you have to do is watch the video and literally go make your own version of it. These are all proof style videos where we show proof of how successful our team is without talking about income. This is very, very, very important. And this is also for you. This can help you create a lot of leverage because you're going to be edifying the team. You're going to be edifying other people and shouting out like how cool, like how many people are using what you're using right now and getting real results. So let's give you guys an example real quick. Kirsty, if you want to kick the share over to me,
Yeah.
I'll kind of just walk you guys through what I'm talking about right here. So
Go ahead.
typically what I do is, and I've shared this with you before, I'll share it again. Okay. Typically what I'll do is I'll have the phone so you guys can see me here. I'll have the phone facing back with my desktop as the background. And I want you guys, again, just kind of think about, you can say a lot without saying a lot. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys some education in and around the content creator space, which is what we're all in, right? Because we create pieces of content for Facebook and Insta and TikTok and everything else, right? So you can say a lot without actually saying a lot. So if I have the phone here and I'm talking to the phone, but in the background, and you guys don't have to have all this stuff, it's just an example, but in the background is a microphone, some lighting, a camera, a MacBook, whatever. I'm already kind of saying to people that I kind of know what I'm talking about because I have the gear in the background. So when you go over to that document and you ask a question, like I'll take the first one and we'll show you the document again. So hang tight. I'll take the first question, like, does this side hustle really work? Or do side hustles work? Or can you actually make real money online with something like with a real system? Here's what I found. Or do these side hustles really work? This is what I found. And again, like I'm looking this way. Okay. I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to my phone, but I got this stuff in the background. So that's the hook, right? I just hooked them in. I asked them a question. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around and you guys could do the same exact thing. These are exactly what these videos do. Okay. So I'm going to flip the camera around. Okay. So just pretend like, you know, I got my phone and you're watching a video, and the video now shows this Facebook group. So I got the phone here. I'm literally looking down at my Mac, just like I am right here. Okay. And I'll scroll up and I'll say, you know, I just asked the question. I did the hook, right? You know, the side hustles really work. Here's what I found. Well, you know what? I got started and I noticed this Facebook group has over 4,600 people in it. So man, that should tell you something right there. But here's what else I found too. They really love to shout people out. So check this out, man. I was on here and I noticed that they have these rank ups when people make a certain amount of sales, like 3 sales or 10 sales or 2 sales. They love to shout people out. And man, they are shouting out a lot of people. Okay. I can even pause, go catch my breath. And then again, this is all in the videos, guys. This is all in the document. Then what I do is I can come over here, and you guys saw me do this the other day. I can search the term executive. What does this do? This shows almost every single executive post that we've done. All right. And you can just scroll and scroll and scroll for days, dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of people that have ranked up to executive. What does executive mean? 10 or more sales. So what am I showing? What is the proof that I'm showing when I share this? So again, holding my phone right here, I'm looking down at the screen and I'm talking, I'm recording. I say, this is what's amazing. They have this thing called executive. That's when you get 10 sales or more. Look at all these people that have ranked up to executive. I mean, it's just like executive after executive after executive after executive. This is crazy. Look at all these people making sales. So I'll stop that. And then I'll come back up to here and I'll be looking at the camera again, and I'll be looking back at here. And then I go into the, basically the present value and the call to action. What's crazy is this is working for everyday average people like me and you. Even if you've tried and failed before, even if you've never done this. So when I get to those parts, guys, just a little hint, I like to change my tone of voice, because when you change your tone of voice, it gets people's attention. It's the same exact concept as when I'm looking this way and I got my gear in the background, I'm saying stuff without saying stuff. So when I get to that part, either in the present value or the call to action, I like to change my tone of voice. I could stay elevated and I could stay elevated the whole time. I could be excited. It's so awesome. You want to go? Just click the button, go here, go to my site. Like I could do that, but you want to break it up. You know what I mean? You want to change the viewpoint. You want to change the sound, the tone that people are listening to. So I flip it around and I could say, this is working for everyday people like me and you. And what's crazy, you could do this even if you've tried and failed before, even if you've never done this sort of thing before. Trust me, if I could do it, if I could go from working retail my entire life to figuring out how to make like 10 plus sales a day from home, like all these other people that I just showed you, you can do it too. Do me a favor. If you want to see how this works, if you want to start earning commissions as soon as today, go to the link on your screen or send me a direct message or whatever your call to action is. Do that right now. Okay. So you guys notice the different tones in my voice. I brought it down, then I brought it back up, and then I brought it back up again. So it's like, play around with it, guys. Have some fun, have some energy, be sincere. And these are great, great, great ways that you could show proof, dozens and dozens and dozens of proof, a whole community of proof, without having to talk about money, without having to prove how much money you've made. I mean, think about it. If you can share that dozens and dozens and dozens of people have made 10 sales or more, and we didn't even put this into the comment, like Kirsty, maybe you could kind of type it while I'm talking, but you could even put in there in the present value or part of the buildup, you could put, what would 10 plus sales a day do for you? What if you were making 10 $50 commissions or 10 $100 commissions a day? What would that do for you and your family? So show them and then ask them. Think about that. That's another great note. If you guys are taking notes, show them, then ask them. Show them, then ask them. Showing them, hey, man, look at all these people making 2 sales, 3 sales, 10 sales. What would your life be like if you could be making 10 plus sales a day? You don't even have to talk about what the commission level is. It doesn't matter if it's a $10 commission or a $100 commission. Just get people thinking, what would happen if I was making an extra 2 to 5 sales a day, an extra 5 to 10 sales a day? What would that do for you and your family? What would that do for your bank account? Once you get people thinking on that level, like the commission amount doesn't really matter. And I know sometimes we overthink the details. We want to be super specific. I get it, but you can get the point across. This is the whole point of this video training series tonight, guys, is you can get the point across without saying, today I made $113.17. Like, the dollar amounts are relevant. The energy is relevant. Showing them the proof, that's definitely relevant. Being sincere, that's relevant. Being real, yeah, that's definitely relevant. Those are all things that are true, that are proven, that are relevant. So don't overthink the real techie side. Like, you don't have to give an exact dollar amount. Like, showing people that we have a great community and other things you guys can add in too. This is important. People want to know that they're going to be supported. People want to know that they're going to get their questions answered. People want to know that if they want to plug into live trainings, they want to know that something's going to happen after they sign up, which is why you guys are here today. This is what we do. We bring you in, we coach you, we train you, we give you the tools, the technology, the how-to, we give you all of it. People want to know that they're going to get some of that stuff, because there's so many other BS opportunities out there where they sign up and then it's like, see you later. As a matter of fact, like I'm not going to get into it, but like there's the latest and greatest pump and dump going on right now. And that's what they're called. All the big leaders, all the big gurus, they shout out, it's like one leader says, hey, this is the latest and greatest. And like, clockwork, all the little ducks fall in line and everybody on social media starts promoting the same thing. And it's a pump and dump because 2 months from now, no one's going to be promoting it. It's going to be yesterday's news, right? So people are used to here today, gone tomorrow. So to be able to show them, crap, like we have a Facebook group that has over 4,600 members in it. We go live 3 times a week. We teach you, train you, coach you, show you how 3 times a week. We try to inspire you and motivate you and boost you up and help you 3 times a week. We're there for you. People want to know that. So show them. You know what I mean? Guys, I hope this is making sense. I hope this is making sense. And on top of that, like, you could also be, which we didn't even get into, you could be showing them the team training site. Just don't show them the URL. Please don't show them the URL, because we don't want to give everybody access to that. But you could show them the team training site and be like, look at all this free training that we get. We get tools, we get videos. They do the email marketing follow-up for us. They give us an app. We could run our entire business from an app, and we got it all for free when we got started. Wow. You know what I mean? You could share all that stuff.
Can I add a posture tip on those
Yeah.
couple sentences there?
Absolutely.
So you can say it that way, you guys. There's nothing wrong with that. They give you this. They'll help you with that. They even have yada, yada, yada. If you then, like, if you're showing proof and you say, look at all the training you get for free, posture up and say that I will give you for free, that I will help you with for free, that I have for you for free. Not an upsell of a course, not an upsell of an ebook, not you being fed to the wolves, nothing like that. It's, if you want the posture, you want to say, I will help you for free 3 times a week. I will text you back directly. I will give you this training site for free, because you are. You get the sale, billybob@gmail.com. You then email Billy Bob the instructions to get involved with the TFT training. It's yours because you were a member. So you can have the proof, like in the Facebook group, for example, you could show the proof of, Billy Bob who got 10 sales back in January this year. And then you can say, and look, this other Billy Bob, Helga, whoever, got 10 sales last week, right? So you're showing longevity. You're showing something that's not a pump and dump, as Daniel called it, but something that's like, I've been around for a long time. I will be here for a long time. Let me help you, rather than, oh, I'm an opportunity hopper and everyone just, don't take my posture or my authority, right? Does that make sense, you guys? Drop the word makes sense if you feel, okay?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad you brought that up too, because that's just a completely different angle. And to be honest with you guys, I would rather you guys take that approach, like, own it. This is your system to leverage,
right?
It's like, even though the funnel team, like, may have not been created by you, maybe you're not paying the bill, but like, you can own it. You know what I mean? I think that's a great point that Kirsty brought up. You guys can own it and you can leverage that.
Right.
I'm going to get this to you. I'm going to give this to you. All of these things, I'm going to help you plug in and help you get trained.
Because you do. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Your sponsor doesn't do that. You do. Billy Bob hears from you, not someone else. Right.
Yep.
And
at the end of the day,
responding to them. So it is you.
Yeah. And this is the most important thing to note too. And you guys should be writing this down. Like, people join you. Someone watches your video. They see your energy. They feel your energy, or they feel your lack of energy. And they don't join you. So, but people join you. They don't join the funnel team because, like, the funnel team's like, cool. They join you because they saw your video and they believed in what you said. So help them out, prove it to them. You know what I mean? Like, get them plugged in. So own that part of the process. Very, very important.
Yep. 100%. When you decide to posture up and you own the authority positioning and you get away from, oh, but I just started, I don't have proof. No one freaking knows and no one freaking cares. In fact, even if you were to expose it and say, I started a month ago. I started in May this year. I started in 2021. I started a week ago. Do you know how much more credibility you would have if you would just be honest? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think you have to put on this facade and like you're this big guru. People don't even want that anyway. They want someone who's real. They want someone who is like themselves. People enroll with the people. They don't enroll with the opportunity. They enroll with you, right? So own that you're freaking awesome instead of shying away from how awesome you are. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. So I chimed in on this last week, I believe, on Focus Friday. And, you know, every now and then, like we'll get people commenting, whether it be Teachable Tuesday, a Mindset Monday, Focus Friday, whatever. And they're like, you know, hey, I've been here 30 days and I haven't made any sales. Or I've been here 60 days and I haven't made any sales. Just on this note, guys, like when you show up in a public space and you are making comments like that, you are, and this is all going to tie back to energy, which is exactly what we're talking about here tonight. Okay. When you show up in a Zoom or when you show up on a Facebook Live and you're like, hey, I'm not making any sales, congratulations, you are correct. And one of the main reasons why you're not making sales is you are publicly affirming to yourself and the world that you're not making sales. Now, I got a question for you. Yes or no? How many people would want to join that person? The person that publicly declares that they're not making sales. How many of you would want to join that person? Anyone? Any takers? No? Okay. So let me ask you this. If you wouldn't want to join that person, why are you going to be that person?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, like, don't affirm it. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you that lack of, Kirsty was just talking about it, that lack of posture, that lack of energy, that, oh, woe is me, head down, you know, I guarantee you that energy comes across in your videos. So it's probably not a surprise that you're not making sales if you've even made any content in the first place. Okay.
Right.
So this is all about posture. Put your energy into it, put some feeling into it, be excited, show them some proof, be proud of that proof, be proud of the team, be proud of our group and what you have at your fingertips, because it is freaking awesome.
Yep.
You go share that and show that energy and share that energy and lead with passion, energy, and excitement, and you will get results. End of story. And it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when.
Yep.
If you lead with passion, energy, and excitement, and you do it consistently. It's a proven formula that we've documented and proven over the last 2 years. Can't argue it, can't deny it.
Exactly.
You just gotta go do it. Now,
yep.
I want to call a couple of people out, and they don't know I'm doing this. I didn't know I was going to do this until 30 seconds ago. I always love when I do this. Kylie or Abby.
Oh dear.
Ladies, either one of you ladies are here. If you guys could pop on for a second, I have a question for you. And it's in regards to tonight's topic.
That's so funny. I don't know if Kylie is here.
Hi.
Oh,
hey,
Abby is. Oh, Kylie
here.
is.
I had to leave
Kylie
the dinner
actually-
table, but I'm here. I know,
It's
I'm
funny
sitting in my
though that you
car.
guys are both here. Kylie texts probably like 20 minutes ago. I was like, hey, do you need us to speak? I was like, no. Well, apparently I lied. I'm sorry.
Daniel had other ideas. All right. So Kylie first. So what we did is, so basically Kylie and Abby are like guinea pigs for what we're talking about tonight. Right. So I created a few videos, clonable videos, and I'll show them to you guys. So really quick. And you guys are going to get access to this folder, right? What's that?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Muting another person. Go ahead.
Okay. Yep. No, right. So you guys are going to get access to this folder. So hang tight. Right. And these are the clonable videos. And this is everything that's on the sheet. All right. So this stuff here that's on the sheet, all that same verbiage and same language is right here in these videos. So what happened was Kylie took one of the videos and basically made it her own. Abby took one of the videos and made it her own. So what I want to ask you guys is, Kylie, you can go first, is what was it like for you to basically take that clonable piece of content and make it your own? Maybe just take us through the process a little bit. You know, was it simple? Was it hard? How did you feel after you made the video?
I mean, I think it was pretty simple.
sorry, my kid's coughing.
That's all right.
I think it was pretty simple. And then like once I got like going, I mean, of course, my words just flow. I mean, it was the same concept and it
Yep.
got the same message, but it was in my wording and how I know how to reach my audience.
Yeah. So did you also understand and kind of get the concept of being able to show proof without talking about income?
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, our Facebook is the proof.
Yeah.
You know, and just showing them that like, you know, all these other side hustles are more of like, oh, well, you can do this, but then they don't really show you.
Yeah.
And so we're able to actually put the proof out there and show the people. So we have a leg up on all those other, you know,
Mhm.
side hustles.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. So Abby, what's up? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Over to you. So same thing. What was it like for you to kind of see the content, go through it, record it? And how did you feel about it after you did it?
Well, honestly, I mean, pretty much the same answer. I mean, it's super simple because honestly, the only thing that you're doing is taking the same content and not necessarily completely quoting it, but you're putting your own spin on it, your own character and your own personality forward, because your personality is what brings people in and it's what attracts people. And so I can't create the exact same video that say you created because it's not going to bring in the same avatar that I'm reaching out for. And so it's simple to take the same concept but put my own personality and let that shine through and then put it out there for people. It's super simple.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'll give you an example. Daniel's very straightforward to the point. His videos are very straightforward and to the point. Abby would like laugh at herself during her video, right? One of the videos that you guys will see once you start cloning and mimicking, she says something like, I'm just as normal as you. My kid fell off. What was it? The slide today?
No, he face planted on the concrete pushing a truck at pre-K
Yeah. And
today.
she literally says that in her video. And
he's
she
sitting
has
right
her
there.
kid there, you know, but that's her personality. Kylie is a mix between the two. She's very relatable. Now, here's the thing, you guys. It's not about, oh, well, this person looks this way, or this person's young, or this person's old, or this person's silly. And it's not about that. It's about the energy behind it. Because you can be very matter of fact. You can have that authority positioning. You can also be the one who isn't taken seriously based on how you are talking. Just the same as Daniel said a moment ago. Hey, da, 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 da. Even if you've tried and failed, your voice, if you were talking to a friend, would fall a little bit and say, look, you're okay. I've got you. You wouldn't say, look, you're okay. I've got you, right? You'd lower your tone. And so we have those videos there so that you guys can see different variations, but they're all kind of saying the same thing. They really are. They're all saying the same type of wording. They're all saying the same type of concept and what you're trying to insinuate and who you're trying to speak to. It doesn't even matter your avatar. Your avatar is found based on who you are. Who you are, not, oh, I'm going to try to talk to, 78-year-olds. You could, and you could say that in your videos, or because of who you are, you attract like-minded things because of you, yourself. Does that make sense, you guys? Oh, you're on mute, Daniel.
Said sure does.
Oh, we weren't sure what you were saying. Any other
Well,
questions for Abby and Kylie?
Yeah, no, I thank you guys for coming out. I know, you were told you weren't going to be asked to speak, but haha, too bad. But thank you guys for rocking out as always, and being our guinea pigs and popping out that content. So you guys will actually get to see, they both went into the folder today and made their own version of the videos that I put in those folders. So you're going to be able to see my version and kind of their take on my version and like their take on, like maybe Abby's take on Kylie's version. So it's, get in there. We got a few different examples for you guys to use. But again, you have great, awesome, and amazing leverage without having to worry about income. So just think about that and think about connecting with your audience. Like, what would an extra 2 sales a day, 5 sales a day, 10 sales a day do for you and your family? Like, we have the proof that you can show other people that. So you don't ever have to worry about does it work? Can it work? Will it work? Oh yeah, it does. And it works really freaking well if you just go do the thing. That's it.
And that's right there. What Daniel just said, you guys, is a short form video. Have you ever been trying to do a side hustle and you're just sitting there wondering, does it work? Can it work? Is it going to be for me? Am I smart enough? Well, look at all these people who are just like you. Da, 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 da. You show the Facebook group, you show the training that I will give you for free, that kind of a thing. And then you give a direct call to action. Now, just briefly touching on the call to action, you can ask for comments if you know that you're going to have the time to comment back to people. Okay. If you want the algorithm boost, make sure it's urgent. Don't be friendly. Oh, drop a comment if like you're interested. No, you want authority. Drop me a comment if you're serious about taking action. Drop me a comment if you want to be one of those people who is getting 10 sales. Drop me a comment if, and make it urgent. You also want to do a call to action that specifically says go to whatever site. So if your site is workwithdavid.com, you'd point, you'd angle up, you'd have someone look up. You wouldn't just be like, go to this site, go to what site? You didn't even tell them. Okay. Treat it like a movie trailer. Go to workwithdavid.com if you're serious about taking action today. I'll text you back directly, whatever it is. If you want them to actually go to your website, which hopefully you do, because then you can text them if it's connected to the app, etc. Now, the last call to action, if you're not going to do your site and you're not going to ask for comments, go ahead. Sorry.
I got it on the tip of my tongue. I got to say it. So
Yeah, do it.
here's a call to action, right? So you can say, if you want to be able to start earning commissions as soon as or drop me a comment right now. If you want to be able to start earning commissions as soon as today, without having to download an ebook, without having to buy a course, and without having to be sold into a coaching program for hundreds of thousands of dollars, comment right now and I'll get you instant access.
Exactly. Instant access.
Draw.
People love the word instant. People love the word right now.
Mhm.
The urgency, the excitement about it, how you're going to be there for them. Okay. Call to action, just be sure that there's urgency about it. Make sure that whatever call to action you give, if it's for comments, check the freaking video. Go comment back to people. Okay. If people are not commenting and that's your call to action, it's probably because the hook was not good. It did not hook them in like a movie trailer. So they didn't stay to the end. They didn't care to watch and see when that movie would be released, right? It's the same thing with your content. If you want people to stay to the end and it said, drop me a comment if, drop a comment now because whatever, and no one's commenting, it's because they didn't make it to the end of that. Okay. So check in with yourself. Do you have the right formula? Are you doing a hook? Is there a buildup? Is there something that allows them to see a painted picture without whatever sacrifice they might be worrying about? Just like we talked about a couple Teachable Tuesdays ago. Okay. And then last thing, I'm going to need your participation for this. Okay. 100 of you guys on right now. Do you want to see one of the videos in action? Yes or no? Okay, Daniel, you want to share one? Pick one of
yeah.
Abby's or Kylie's.
Well, yeah. Well, let's take a vote. Do you want to see mine, Abby's, or Kylie's? Which ones do you guys want to see?
D, all the above.
Popularity
That's gonna be
contest.
hard.
Here we go.
All the above, exactly.
Abby was the first name I saw, so we're gonna show Abby's.
Okay, we'll do Abby's.
All right, yeah, Abby, no pressure. I hope it's good.
They're good.
Okay, so stand by. Here we go. Let me share. I'm gonna try to get my mic close. I'm gonna crank the volume so hopefully you guys can hear it. Which one do I want to go with? This one looks fun right here. So hang on here. So here's another thing too, guys. I want to point this out that a lot of the videos that you guys can clone, they are up to a minute, if not a minute or longer. Please don't let that freak you out, because a lot of times we'll show you guys clonable videos that are like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever. Sometimes they're non-speaking videos. But again, just remember, like, you don't have to record the whole video all at once. You can watch the beauty of this is like, this is a 50-second video. You guys can watch like 10 seconds of it, take your phone out and record, a line or two, and then pause it, watch another 10 seconds, turn around and go record like another 10 seconds. Like, just chunk it out, right? And then when you get into CapCut, when you go to edit it, you can add all those sections together and boom, you make one long full-length video. Okay. So, all right, let me see. It's going to play.
Let's talk.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to play. So give me a second here. I'm going to crank the volume. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Here we go.
Mistake that a lot of people are making in the side hustle industry. They lead you to believe that if you download their free ebook or if you purchase their course for thousands of dollars, then you are going to be successful in the online space. But you want to know what they all have in common? They never show you proof of it actually working. So come here, because I got some. This right here is our Facebook page. And if you look right here, we have over 4,000 members. And here are a bunch of shout outs of people who have reached executive, which means that they have made at least 10 sales or more. And I could honestly sit here and scroll for days through dozens and dozens of people who have ranked up to executive. I'm no different than you are. So why should this work for me and not work for you? For crying out loud, my kid fell on the playground today. I'm just as real as you are. We are truly here to lead you, guide you, teach you, and coach you the right way so that you can be successful. So go to this website right here and see if this is a good fit for you. Let's talk.
Boom.
Boom.
I
Okay,
mean,
and here's the nugget I just want to drop. Awesome job, Abby. Awesome job, Kylie. That 50-second video, I would argue, in fact, I'd be willing to bet you $100. I'll shake on any of it right now, that there's probably 7 different videos inside of that one video.
mhm.
Because if you were to take exactly what Abby is saying and you mimic the same thing and you have the concept behind it, there was a moment where she stood up from her bed. There was another moment where her kid was in it. There was another moment she's like going like this, right? There were movement inside of it, just like a movie trailer, just like the reason you want to stay and see when the release date happens, because you got to see the movie, you got to get tickets. Same thing here. Movie trailer, there was movement, there was action, there was different tone, there was a little bit of sass, funny, that kind of a thing, right? Not saying you have to go be sassy. I'm saying be yourself. Abby just is that way right now. Okay. With your content, that's 50 seconds. But if you were to script out exactly what she just said and you reorder it, you'd have 7 different short form videos per that one piece of content. So don't just, oh, I'm going to mimic exactly what Kylie said. I'm going to mimic exactly what Abby said. I'm going to say it in the exact order. What did she say right there? And then you record it. Get the concept, get the idea, reorder it, still follow the formula, reorder what problem, what solution you're saying and how you're saying it. Does that make sense? So you guys might have, say 10 different videos, give or take, inside that folder, but you probably have like 40 pieces of content inside that folder if all you do is reorder it.
Mhm.
You just say it in a different way. You say it with a different tonality. You say it with a different kid in the background, whatever it is. If you reorder it, it's going to work for you time and time again, not just one time. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Good. Okay, you guys want the document?
I
You
bet they
want the
do.
document? Say yes. Let's see. Let's make sure I can share it.
You dropping it?
Yeah, I'll drop it.
Don't forget, guys, too, on that document down at the bottom, please head on over to the Facebook group. It says right on the doc, guys, go collaborate over on Teachable Tuesday. So make sure you guys head on over to the Facebook group as soon as possible and go drop, obviously, some comments on what you guys learned tonight. Please be specific. Don't just be like, rah, rah, yay, it was awesome. Like, throw a nugget or two. Like, what did you guys actually learn tonight? Because again, that's what makes our group different and unique. Go share the idea, share the thought process, be collaborative, because other people are going to read that. They're going to be inspired. They're going to get ideas. And that's the whole point of working as a team.
Yep, you got it. I'm going to drop that link here so you guys can collaborate. If you want to click and go and just share what you learned, that'd be awesome. It's also the hyperlink at the very bottom of that document that I gave you a minute ago that I commented a few times. Scroll up and you'll find it. And then for those on the replay, the document that we referenced tonight is going to be in the description underneath this YouTube video. So if you watch it later on from TeachableTuesdayReplays.com, just check the description below this video and it'll be there for you. Rock on, you guys. We'll see you in the Facebook group here in just a moment, and go create some freaking content. Okay. Bye now.
Later.